The Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 undoubtedly is one of the most popular devices of this year. I mean, Xiaomi has sold over a million units of this phone, and even after 6 months of its launch, every week thousands of people sit in front of their computer screens to buy this phone in a flash sale. But the question is the Xiaomi Note 4 worth it, or it's just another hyped up phone? Let's find out in my long term review of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4. Compared to last year's Redmi Note 3, the Redmi Note 4 is more of an incremental update. It's not groundbreaking, but it feels like a more refined version of the Redmi Note 3. Starting from the design, the subtle curves on the back make it a lot easier to hold, along with giving a very premium feel. The front of the phone sports a slightly curved 2.5D glass which looks beautiful on top of that 1080p display. But it's a nightmare when it comes to using screen protectors. I've actually made a video about the perfect tempered glass for this phone, so you can click the I button here and go to the description to find out more about it. Overall, the metal body and the 2.5D glass make up for a very premium feeling smartphone, and especially in the matte black shade, the Redmi Note 4 looks amazing. My one issue with the build quality is that I hear slight creaking sounds when I press the top or the bottom panel of the phone. I don't know if it's limited to my unit, but I just wanted to point that out. Now moving on to the user experience, the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4 without any doubt is one of the best performing phones out there for the price. What stands out the most on the Redmi Note 4 is the battery life. This phone can go on and on without breaking a sweat on a single charge. In fact, when I was reviewing another phone, the Redmi Note 4 was in my drawer and even after 3 weeks it still had battery. So terrific battery life but terrible charging speeds as you don't get any sort of fast charging, and charging this phone from 4 to 5% to 100% takes almost 3.5 to 4 hours. I really wish that Xiaomi incorporates fast charging in the future version of this phone, because having such a big battery with such slow charging speeds is a big disappointment. But overall, the hardware and the software cohesively provide a very smooth and fluid user experience on the Redmi Note 4. It flies through day-to-day usage and it can handle games with ease. MIUI 8 runs very well, and although I prefer stock Android, MIUI has some very clever features. Things like scrolling screenshot and dual apps was something that I really used a lot on this phone. I do have two SIM cards, one for my work and then one for my personal use, so having dual apps makes me manage everything from the same phone. So MIUI 8 is top notch, but it does need some work. I have this weird bug sometimes when I try to cut a call, it takes around 4 to 5 seconds to do so. I've faced the same issue on other Xiaomi devices as well, but it's not very frequent to worry about. Another complaint that I have is that this phone is still on Android Marshmallow, and Xiaomi had actually announced the Nougat Beta ROM in January. It's July now and the ROM is still not out yet officially, so I'm guessing that they're going to release that with the MIUI 9 update that's going to come out within a month. I hope that it comes out very soon because MIUI definitely needs a visual upgrade, and whenever the new ROM comes out, I will make a video about it. But one huge plus with Xiaomi phones is that the developer support is insanely good, and the Redmi Note 4 actually has a few custom ROMs that you can try. I've actually made a video about a Nougat ROM a couple of months back, so the links would be in the video's description and you can check it out. One other thing that needs an upgrade on the Redmi Note 4 is the camera. It's slightly better than the Redmi Note 3, but it falls short in front of phones like the Honor 6X or the G5 Plus. You can watch all of the camera comparisons that I've done with the Redmi Note 4 on my channel, and Xiaomi could have definitely done something better here. It's a decent camera, but it's not best for the price. Pro tip, you can actually record 4K videos on the Redmi Note 4, but you need to use third-party apps and it's not enabled in the stock app by default. Talking about some other things, call quality and network reception was good as well. The Redmi Note 4 gets a hybrid SIM slot, so you can choose between two SIM cards or one SIM card and one memory card. It also has that infrared sensor which comes in very handy to control all of your devices. There are 3 variants of the Redmi Note 4 available, so you have one with 2 gigs of RAM, 3 gigs of RAM and 4 gigs of RAM, and I would recommend you to go with either the 3GB or the 4GB RAM variant. So overall the question is, should you buy the Redmi Note 4? Well, it's one of the great phones out there for the price, but phones in this segment are getting pretty competitive day by day. For example, the Honor 6X has an incredible camera for the same price as the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4. I like the UI on the Redmi Note 4 more, but if you are someone who needs the best camera for the price, the Honor 6X is the way to go. The Redmi Note 4, apart from the average camera, is a tough phone to beat, and Overall, it is still a solid package. But my only gripe with Xiaomi is that they should do away with these flash sales. They have started pre-ordering and they've also introduced the Redmi Note 4 in a few offline markets, but still a lot of people don't buy this phone because it's just not available to buy. So Xiaomi, if you're listening, please do something about it. That wraps up my review of the Xiaomi Redmi Note 4, but I still have two more Xiaomi phones to cover, so if you're new, then definitely press the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you're notified about my new videos. Also follow Gizmodict on social media and like this video if you enjoyed watching it. Thanks for watching and I'll catch up with you guys in the next video. Peace.